Crystal Seitz, and I'm here with Around Berks County. You may remember my co-host, Kevin Barnhart. He's not with me today. He's on vacation. I thought I'd fill in, but don't I pick the great opportunities? I'm here at South Y Camp with Nathan Brant, who's the executive director of the camp.
Yes.
And wishing I sort of sometimes maybe had his job. This looks great. It looks like a lot of fun up here. But he's going to help us understand what's going on at South Y Camp. Also, many of us remember it as Bindenwood when we were young, and Conrad Weiser Camp.
Yes.
But really it's the South Y Camp. So there's a lot of things happening today. Tell me first, I guess, a little bit about what's going on around us.
Okay.
Because I think we are right here and action's happening, so we might as well get it quick.
Absolutely. Well, this is an exciting summer for us. This is our 65th summer of the Camp Conrad Weiser. It is our 30th anniversary operating as the South Mountain YMCA Camps, which is an independent camp and conference center with the YMCA of the USA. Right now we're standing in our Bindenwood area, and way back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, this mountaintop was a series of resorts. One of those resorts was Bindenwood Hotel, and we're standing next to the Bindenwood Lodge. Our Bindenwood Day Camp program is happening around us. We actually have kids swimming behind us down at the pool, which is over 70 years old. And our fun story about the pool is that that actually was a steel ship's hull brought from the Philadelphia shipyards in pieces and installed as our pool. It's the original Philadelphia shipyard steel that we still use as our basin here 70 years later.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
A fantastic little piece of history.
Yeah.
A lot of folks from the county also would have come up here to the mountaintop to Bindenwood Lodge in the 60s, late 50s, 60s, and maybe even early 70s for the Bindenwood dances. Thousands of high school kids came up to dance the night away here on the mountaintop.
Yeah, you know, it's and when you say the mountaintop, maybe it'd be great to let everybody know, here we are, we're at the top. Galen Hall Road, all the way up. See a little sign that says South Y Camp. We're up on the top of the mountain here, sitting right in between Moton and I guess sort of Robizonia. We're sort of in the middle at the top of the mountain.
That's a great way to put it. In between Moton and Robizonia, right at the top of Cushion Peak Road. Part of our property has the Cushion Peak Vista, which looks out over all of Berks County. And in fact, if you're looking off of Cushion Peak, we can look right over and see the pagoda across the valley. Yeah,
it's amazing, the views. And one of the things that Around Berks County is about is getting out past like the 5 or 10 miles outside the city, going a little further and seeing what Berks County has to offer.
Sure.
So many people just, you know, there's things they want to do, but they're not sure where they're at, what's happening, what it's about. And Kevin and I decided this was a great way to see all of Berks County.
Absolutely.
Just real local and urban into the city. Let me ask you this. I noticed some kids over there too. They were heading down the hill on a skateboard, but it's on grass. What is that?
It's actually called a mountain board, and a mountain board is, the way I describe it to parents and to kids is it's a snowboard with wheels, and it actually utilizes a bike handbrake like you would have on any normal bicycle that you'd have, and it allows kids to slow down as they're going down the mountain. They of course are wearing helmets and protective gear and all that good stuff, but it's one of the amazing things we can do up here on top of the mountain.
Yeah, that's really neat and it's different, and I'm sure kids don't really do that anywhere else, so it's fun for them to get involved in something like that.
Absolutely.
Sort of like those big hamster balls I saw on the other side of the camp.
The zorb balls. At some point we'll check those. We'll get you in a zorb ball.
Oh no, that's all right.
The zorb balls are 12 by 12 giant balls. You see them at resorts a lot of times. You get inside and you can either run inside them like a hamster, or you can harness into them and we can roll you down the hill.
Oh my God.
So we can get you back to Reading that way. You can roll the balls down the mountain that way.
Oh yeah, that would be great. I'm sure my chiropractor would like that. So we're here. One thing that we saw earlier too were small campers. They were hiking up the hill. What's that all about?
Well, we start our Bindenwood Day Camp program at kindergarten age. Kids have to have attended kindergarten. And we run that up to age 12 to 14. Once they start to hit teen years, they really need to be in some more involved activities than what we do with day camp. But our day campers come to the mountaintop to do archery and climbing. They ride a horse. They hike around the mountain. They're in nature programs. Obviously, they're swimming and doing all kinds of great things. And we do that for 80 to 100 kids a week throughout the summer, about 10 weeks. And our bigger kids are all up the mountain at YMCA Camp Conrad Weiser, which is our resident camp. And that starts at age 7, and we have programs running the whole way up until kids are 17.
Well, maybe we'll get a chance to go up there and at least take a little visit. So while we're out. I think the next place we might want to head off to is, I heard there's some horseback riding going on.
Well, let's go check out some horses.
All right. Well, we're on to our next spot. We're down here at the horse riding rings, and we have some young riders back here doing a camp. Nathan, what happens down here? That's pretty nice.
Well, this is 1/3 of our riding facilities. We have the Equestrian Center, and we have riding stables and ring down towards the bottom of the mountain. We have a show arena that's out here at the main entrance, and then this is our pony corral. This is where we work with a lot of our younger kids. We do everything from riding camps, kids who'll come here overnight for a week or 2 weeks who do horses all day. They have to love horses.
Yeah, okay,
We do riding day camp programs. We do riding lessons for our summer campers, but we also do riding lessons for the community.
Oh.
So folks will call us to come up and do trail rides up and over the mountaintop. In the back you can actually see Cushion Peak rising up. So we have 400 acres across the road that are riding trails, mountain biking trails, hiking trails.
Okay.
We do open that for the public sometimes. We just ask that folks give us a call ahead to make sure we don't have children over there.
Oh, okay. So you can actually call and say, hey, I want to come up and ride on a mountain bike on the trails. Is that okay?
Absolutely. A lot of folks will call us and say, hey, I'm in town. My kids are back from college. We'd like to go hiking on the peak and look over Berks County. We'll check our calendar. If we don't have kids we're responsible for, we let them come, park here at camp, and hike on up to look over Berks County.
That's really nice. And it's free.
It's free.
Of charge.
Yeah, we're here to serve the community.
Yeah, well, that's something I don't think people know either, that there are things like that available to them.
You don't have to be a YMCA member to come up to the mountain.
Okay.
You don't have to, you can be from the JCC, you can be from the Girl Scouts, you can be just, you know, Joe Schmo down in our Berks County resident. You're welcome here.
Yeah.
We do 4 to 8 community events a year where we open up the mountaintop to the community. We have a huge Easter egg hunt.
That's
We
good.
had 700 people here for an Easter egg hunt last year.
Oh, I love those.
We do 4 large family days up here where you can just come up for a Sunday afternoon. We advertise them. You can find them on our website. Families come up, they park, they can go climbing, they can do archery, they can get on a horse. And just enjoy the day with their family here on the mountain. And we have one coming up in October. We have a fall festival.
Oh, which is perfect.
Which is an amazing day. We, decorate pumpkins, have a bonfire, toast marshmallows. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, it sounds like fun. I think I have to be here. In fact, this weekend I was saying I want to go do something somewhere. I want to hike or bike, and
you are welcome here. Just give us a ring.
I'll have to call. So now we have the horses here. We had the pool. We have the bowls. We have skateboarding, and that's all part of the local camps that go on beyond the horseback riding. It's both. But what other camps do you have here?
Well, we do a lot of partnerships with the community. We're actually going to be launching a partnership with Aaron's Acres in 2014 to have special needs kids integrated more with our program, which is, I think, a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, nice.
We have programs where we send kids abroad, the International Camper Exchange Program. We had kids just get back from Spain. They went to the YMCA of Spain, camped in Spain for 2 weeks, and traveled for a week.
Gosh, how
we have kids that go to Germany, to the YMCA of Hanover, Germany, Camp Abenson, which we helped build in the 1940s and 50s.
Oh my gosh.
We have overnight camps. We have leadership camps for kids. We have family camps for the whole family to come here, stay here for a weekend.
So you have things like if you're doing a family reunion, you can come up and camp. You can see if it's available.
If you have a birthday party you want to do, you can come here. We can open the climbing tough for you. We can put you on a horse. Whatever you and your family might want to do.
Yeah, because so often we think of this camp as kids coming for the week over the summer, but there's so many other things that
we are open 12 months of the year. We have weddings here in January.
Wow,
nice. we have groups that are out here. We have 3 weddings in October. We have family reunions every month. So we really try and be a community resource for folks.
So you mix and match a little bit of everything.
A lot of kids in the summer.
Yeah.
A lot of everybody else the rest of the year.
Okay, that's good to know, because I think our local community needs to understand that.
Sure.
It's like anywhere. You just think, oh no, that's for people who come in from out of town. I'm the Visitors Bureau. I love that happens, but I also know that our locals who are help to donate and maintain places like this. So for them to be able to use them is
that's
just
a great thing to share. We have we benefit from $140,000 a year that we raise from our community to give back, so that every kid can come to camp, every family can come to family camp, every school can come here for outdoor ed or environmental education, regardless of their ability to pay.
Yeah.
So we do try and serve our local families first, because this is our home. And most of our kids in the summer, most of our school groups from the year come from this region. We do have occasional kids from New York and Philly and DC, but most of our kids are right here in Berks County.
Which is really nice to hear, except for those that come from Spain or Germany or whatever.
We do have kids.
Go on that trip.
We have kids that come here. This is, Berks County Boost. We have kids that come here from 12 to 14 different countries a year, because Berks County is really in the heart of it all. When you come to camp here in Berks County from South Korea, from Japan, from China, from Russia, France, Spain, Germany. You come here to camp because we can get you to New York City, and we can get you to Washington, D.C. and to Philadelphia. So you can do camp here for a couple of weeks, and then you can see some of the United States.
Yeah,
which
then
is,
you move out from there.
We're in an amazing spot.
That's how we market it at the Visitors Bureau, that we're a hub to many people, because you can stay here and you can go other places within a few hours and come back to a haven where it's beautiful.
There is no place like Berks County.
No.
There is no place like it.
Okay, so
should we wander on?
I was going to say, maybe we want to go look at something else.
Okay, so this is one of the zorb balls we were talking about earlier, and I threatened to put crystal in it. It is actually a big 12 by 12 ball, and we're going to have Karan climb in here for us to demonstrate. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Karan.
I'll hold it for you.
Karan was really nice. He said he'd do it in my place.
So now the fun thing about these is you can run around inside like a hamster. Go ahead and just run for us a little bit. And we use these with our day campers. Can you watch them, Nate? Day campers and with our family campers and our Camp Conrad Weiser resident campers as well.
Oh, that's cute.
But they're a really big deal for the kids. They're a lot of fun. They're even more fun for adults. All of our adults that came for Alumni Day the other week all wanted to be in the zorb balls. And they go in the pool too.
Oh, wow. So they stay afloat, they don't sink, right?
They stay afloat, they don't sink, they don't take on water. The real trick with them, thank you, sir, that was perfect.
Great, thank you.
The real trick with them is they get warm on a hot day. So slide on out.
Look how big these are. Look, we're
thank
standing
you so
aside.
much.
Look at this ball, how big it is. Thank you, Karan. Thank you very much. So that's really cool. That's like a whole new and exciting line of fun here at camp, the South Y Camp. I mean, it's very different. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, you'll see them now at some ski resorts because they bust them out to run down the slopes.
Really?
Now when you don't have snow in the summer, but they're a whole lot of fun for kids and grown-ups. So we like putting these out for
folks.
And
it seems like they're pretty safe because it's like double layered. So
you can't really get hurt in them. Yeah. So we like them a lot.
So now what do we want to do with this?
We're going to leave it sit right here, and we're going to move on to the next thing.
All right.
You're watching BCTV.org. Be informed, be involved, be a member. For membership information, go to www.bctv.org/support/membership. For other stories and information, go to bctv.org.
Okay, here we are. We're down at the other side of the camp. I bet you never even knew there was another side, but I just found out, which I never knew, that there's Bindenwood, which is one side, and when you cross a certain area, you're over in South Y Camp, where you're looking, right now we're looking at all these wonderful little cabins that are set up. This is the boys' side today, but at any time it could be the Girl Scout side, or the Boy Scout side, or the Leadership Berks, or team building side,
absolutely,
or whatever. So Nathan, tell us a little bit about this area. It's
well,
really
as you said, we crossed out of Bindenwood, we went through a gate, and we're in YMCA Camp Conrad Weiser. And right here on the top of the mountain, this in the summertime is our youngest boys' village. It's called Cubs. All of the cabins that you looked at as we panned around are new in 2006 and 2007. Each has 14 beds. So in all, our new cabins have 240 camper beds in the summer, about 360 total beds in them. These cabins get used, as you said, for our summer camp. They're also used when Girl Scouts come here for a jamboree, Boy Scouts come here for a jamboree. Leadership Berks stays in these, and we have family camps 4 times a year. This camp turns into every cabin's just for a family,
which is nice,
which is amazing. We do the food. We put staff out at all the programs, and you just come and play with your family. So
that's really neat.
We'll see moms down at the pool reading a novel, and dads on the climbing tower with their kids, and then moms over at archery with their kids, and dads doing some crafts. So lots of wonderful things. But this is sort of where our folks live when they stay here.
This is really nice. And when you bring a kid to camp and they're staying for the week or 2 weeks or whatever, does 6 stay in a cabin? How many kids get into a cabin?
Well, with 14 beds, what we do is have 2 Camp Conrad Weiser staff are in with 10 kids.
Okay.
And then our day camp staff live here too. So at night, the day camp staff from Bindenwood come up. We have 4 staff in there and 10 kids.
Okay, so you can rest assured that
there are lots of supervision.
Lots of supervision.
It allows for us to give staff a night off because there's still going to be 2 or 3 people in a cabin with the kids. So all the time we keep adults with our kids when they're on
which
site.
is great. Because,
but we should go peek in one of these.
Yeah,
they're going to be
let's
messy
check it
because
out.
kids are living here, but that'll be great. They'll be real. This is where guys stay in the summer, and we're looking at a cabin as it is. So they're at swim time right now, so you can see clothes left on the floor as they run out to go to the pool.
Yeah.
But the cabins are broken up into 3 sides. In the summer, there are counselors that live on either side. Kids get these bunks in these cubbies, and they're heated for our fall and spring use. So people can be in here, stay warm.
Yeah, you can come up and, you know, you've got the luxury of everything. You got a little closet, you got your bed, and it's really homey looking. I love it.
Well, the funny thing is when we bring kids out for camp, a lot of parents will, their trepidation is where do the kids live and what do they eat? That's really what families ask about. So they come here and mom sees the cabins, and usually they look neater than this because it's an arrival day. And moms will look at it and go, I could stay here. So suddenly we have family campers coming back because mom decides it's okay to live in.
Oh, see, that's great.
We have Women's Wellness Weekend coming up in September. A lot of our folks that come to Women's Wellness came here and with their kids, saw the place was pretty nice to stay and came back.
And they're coming up and hanging out. So. What's going on with Women's Wellness? What kinds of things do you do?
Everything from drumming and yoga and journaling, Tai Chi, Reiki, all kinds of just amazing stuff.
Good.
It's a lot of fun. Massage, of course.
Oh, good.
All kinds of good stuff.
So that relaxing
things to pamper
time.
moms for a little bit, and they have time out here in the woods, a little piece of nature and get away for them.
They deserve it.
Absolutely.
So we're down at the archery range. Can you believe it? Okay, we saw horseback riding, we saw the pool, we saw the regular camps that you can stay for a week.
Mountain boarding.
Mountain boarding.
The zorb ball.
Which someday I'm coming back and I'm actually going to do that.
I'll take you up on that.
All right, I'll do it. And here we are down at the archery camp. Now, Nathan was just telling me that he gets kids from all over the world here because we were talking about how, like, I know I panic when I have to send my kid 20 minutes away. When he was little, I'd be like so worried that he was all right and he wasn't going to cry and he would be safe. People send their kids here from Sweden, Germany, France, England, Japan, China. For weeks at a time, and they're safe, and they're having a wholesome time, they're having a good time, well-fed, even celebrating some birthdays here. So
absolutely. This
is a great place to come, and you can see back here, they're learning archery. So really, I mean, some of us, when I was a kid, I did archery. Some of us have taught our kids to do it, but most people haven't even ever been around it. So for kids to experience
it's one of those empowering moments for a kid who is 6 or a kid who's 16.
Yeah.
You know, to be able to shoot for the first time, to strike the target for the first time, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And a lot of what we do at camp is about that. Even if we're working with families or schools, we want folks to learn a little bit about themselves, to grow a little bit, whether it's on a high ropes course or it's on horseback or it's on the archery range.
Yeah, it really gives you self-confidence.
Absolutely.
And you feel important. Everybody here makes every kid feel important and welcomed, and you know like every kid by name, which is amazing.
I try.
You're doing a pretty good job because you're switching them out too as the summer goes on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good job with that.
Well, thank you. Yeah. And thanks for coming out and joining us today. We hope you enjoyed seeing camp.
Yeah, so you have to come back. We may get a chance to see the tower yet. We're not sure, but if not, have a great rest of the summer. If you get a chance, come out here.
Come see us for Fall Festival last weekend in October.
If you need information, go greaterreading.com, or your website
is smymca.org, or call us at 610-670-2267. We'll see you on the mountain.